Hi, this video is designed to show you how you can comment on other people's Jupyter forums and what I especially want you to look for when you're making comments about this Song for a Character forums from the Odyssey. So I've logged in as Phil Anderson. Here's where you can find the forums when you log in. Just click on Messages at the top left toolbar and you'll see all of the forums there. Click on them and they show up. Now you'll have to find the specific person that you've been assigned to evaluate on a list that'll be linked on my website. But when you get to this page, then it's really easy to hit Command F on a Macintosh or Control F. That'll help you to find the person's name, and then you can search for it that way, and it'll show up much more quickly that way. Once you've found their name, let's say I was working on Lauren's, you're going to click on the comment button that's right here, and when you do, you get a text box where you'll be able to type in your comments. Your comments are the second part of this video. So here's what I want you to look for. Four main things as you're thinking about improving somebody's Song for a Character paragraph. First, we want to start with a good hook, something that'll grab the reader's attention and make them think about the topic that you're going to introduce. These three examples which I've included are all great examples of ways to start. You can start off with a scenario like this first one. When someone learns that their future is full of tragedy, they'd normally give up and stop trying. Great way to grab someone's attention. Or a question like this second example, have you ever felt the pain of potentially losing a loved one? Or this third one, which is distinctive because it's talking about Odysseus and yet it's setting it up in a way that anybody could understand. Odysseus's journey is a weird one. Fantastic beasts, surreal prophecies, and divine beings plague his long expedition. So make sure the reading starts with a good hook, and if it doesn't, make that one of the suggestions that you would add. Secondly, use the correct format for titles, and in the case of, I think, all of these responses, the only titles you'll need to format correctly have to do with the titles of songs. This first example here has it done correctly. Songs should be in quotation marks. This second example doesn't, because this just says the song Rescue Me. It's capitalized, and that's correct, but it should be in quotation marks. The third thing I want you to look for is something we've talked about a lot over the last couple of weeks, using commas correctly. Apply your understanding of how commas should be used and make sure that they're being used correctly in the example that you're reading. This first one, for example, begins with this clause: when someone learns that their future is full of tragedy, comma, they would normally give up and stop trying. That's the correct use of the comma. Most likely what you're going to find is that commas are missing from a paragraph. Remember, whenever there's like a natural pause in the reading, that's probably where a comma should be. So make those suggestions. Finally, not suggestions for improvement, but I want you to appreciate something that's done really well in the reading. Now, this could be any of these examples that I have here, like an especially thorough analysis or a really creative idea, excellent writing that flows really naturally, great structure for the paragraph so it's easy to follow someone's sequence of ideas, or if there's anything else that stands out as a point of strength, you can certainly identify that as well. Add these comments in the comment text box, and we'll look forward to seeing what we find when I see you all on Thursday.